Alright, figured I'd give a little update on the 87 GMC DLS swap. So this has kind of been half assembled before, some of this stuff, the radiator and all that stuff, and then taken back out. You can see I haven't done anything with the overflow yet, but I am using the overflow out of the 2003. Still using the truck water pump. Air cleaner was already fitted. This is the heater box mount. It's not done yet. Get some of the stuff out of the way. But you can see there's the heater box mount. I'm actually going to change that one because I thought I had more room for the air intake, the fresh air. It was going to be over here. It just didn't work. So I got another box. I'm going to cut a nice hole. And you can see there's a little gap right there. I have another tube to replace with a longer one because that's not the half of the tube I started using. So I cut the other half long and turned out I'm changing my mind. So that's just the way the room fits. So it runs the fresh air intake here, the factory one right here. And then I just got to fill that old one back in. I don't have my clamps to get the lower radiator hose on, but there's the lower hose from a 2003. I'm working on the transmission lines right now. So this radiator is the one that came in this truck. It's a 4-core. But I got to put that transmission line there. But I'm going to have to put a flared end on it, because the push connect adapter ends, whatever they are, don't fit this size. So I got to redo that there. And I'm going to have to make the lower one out to the cooler from scratch. I got pieces and parts I'll use. If not, I'll flare my own. It's all stainless line. It's kind of a pain to flare, but I can do it. And cooler's going to come up here. Yeah, you can see I bought a pre-bent kit and kind of using most of those parts. So I can do, I'll put a focus here. I can do that flare no problem. I don't have the ends to do that flare. I'd have to buy a new set of ends. So I'm probably going to cut those up to make the 2 ends I need. Anyway, there's the shroud, which is getting replaced. This was a junk one. You can see the fan fits plenty of room. I did cut this shroud back a little bit. And what else we got going on in this? Oh, AC compressor. So our AC compressor here. Let's see, let me get in here. There's room. I can just about put my finger between it all. But it was no way gonna fit with these mounts. So this piece here was like a 1/4 inch from touching the frame over inside here, inside the rail. Never mind, get a line on it. So we got rid of the factory air conditioner mount to the block and put the ugly truck mount in. So that's in. You can see the motor mounts way inside there probably. Let's see. Those are Texas speed mounts. And that collapsed. The battery, we put a battery box on this side. The computer's all mounted. The charcoal canister is going to go right back down in here in a different position, right up against the battery box. This is the factory wiring harness still. That's what we're using. And the factory fuse block, which you can see is semi-wired. So this connector's already been in before a few times. I have to do a fuel pump relay still. This is a dual tank truck. That's a pain in the butt. What we got here? Oh, reverse light. I gotta hook that up still. So I gotta run connectors. I gotta buy some more connectors. That wire goes down to the green wire down there for reverse light. And then this is my temp gauge. I gotta put connectors on that. I did the 3-wire down on the engine. I put a new end. There's the drive-by wire box. Has to make a mount for that still. And then here, started running some of these wires. There's my brake light switch wires. They come up to the brake light switch. Those are for the torque converter. This is my OBD2 connector on the factory bracket. That'll just go right back up to the dash up inside in the original spot. But I still got to connect these wires to the check engine light. So I got to figure the wiring out for those two on that light. I'm actually planning on getting another socket with pigtail ends on it, so I can put a little LED bulb in it, because I don't want to use the factory circuit board wiring. I'm too lazy to figure out the wires. It'd be easier just to put a pigtail in there and just stick it in. And underneath, I've got I can hook. I have that wired in now for the speedometer. The electronic conversion in the 208 case. I don't splice them, I just put new ends on. There's the fuel lines still have to be connected. That's all got to be figured out. Exhaust has to be figured out. I ordered parts for that today. That's the shift linkage. That's all factory truck linkage and on the 4L80. You can see the exhaust. And you can probably see the oil pan clearances here. That's a hose I got to reroute a little bit. That's just a vent hose for the rear. But there's plenty of room to the oil pan. You can see the other side. The other side's got wiring. They're all loose in there too. And anyway, there's the mount. I gotta find the nut. I don't know where to put the nut for that one still. And the ground strap's not hooked up. I took it off the other day because I need a new cable. That one's too short. And here's the stainless transmission lines going out front. And you can see the old fuel lines. They're all going to get reworked. To go to the other side. I'm still using the neutral safety and reverse light off the 4L80. Got here the old oxygen sensor wires for the rears. We're not using the rears, just using the front. And what else we got going on? If I can get out of here. About the only other thing is fuel pump. I did get the fuel pump mounted in the new tank. It's all new sending unit, pump, everything. Still waiting for parts for the put the 2 tanks in. But like this mount here, I still have to lower this a little bit. It'll touch the hood barely. So I just got to drop that down about, I don't know, half an inch. I don't know, it's getting there. Oh, and the stupid dipstick tube, trying to get those to fit is a nightmare. I have to order a new one of those because that one didn't want to fit. In the original spot, it was hitting against the spark plug. So I tried moving to the center hole where it is now. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's just laying in there because it's broken now. Brand new dipstick, and it snapped at the O-ring hole from being bent too many times trying to fit it in. So I ordered a different one. I think that's about it for now, though. It's been about 3 weeks, so we'll see how the next update goes.